Hey guys, I'm at the MTN Stadium. This is the home of KCCA Football Club, one of the most successful teams in Ugandan football. To give you a glimpse, they have 13 top flight titles and 10 Uganda Cups. That's just a glimpse as to how many trophies they have. But they haven't lifted silverware since 2019, under 6 years to be precise. So they have gone through a dry spell in terms of silverware. Hopefully the upcoming season will be quite different. What am I doing here? Today we witnessed the start of the 2025 Super 8 tournament. This is a pre-season tournament organized by the Federation of Uganda Football Association to give the top clubs from last season an opportunity to test their squads ahead of the new season. Now, the last season, the 2024-25 Star Times Uganda Premier League season, top flight of Uganda football, ended back in May, and it is set to come back for the new edition in September. That is the 26th to be precise. Still quite a couple of weeks to go until the kick-off, but this is a tournament that is organized annually to give the top 8 clubs from last season an opportunity to see how the new signings are faring on, the tactical differences and changes they're making, and the new gaffers to see just how much progress they've made at their new club. So today was the start of the 2025 FUFA Super 8 tournament. We saw 2 games unfold here. URA took on Kitara and KCCA Football Club took on Sports Club Villa in the Kampala derby. Now, Uganda has been quite busy with international football. For the first time, we're co-hosting a major continental football tournament, the CHAN tournament, and our campaign concluded at the quarter-final stage. A defeat, 1-0 defeat to Senegal, but the first time we made it out of the group stages, the knockout stage. So memorable CHAN campaign for Uganda, co-hosting tournament for the very first time, and in this tournament making the knockout stages. The tournament is still going on up to the 29th, that is in Uganda, when the third place playoff match will be played, which will seal the deal for the number of games having been played here in the country. But the tournament as a whole in East Africa will be concluding on the 30th. That will be Saturday in Nairobi, Kenya. But international football has been on the lips, has been on the mind, and running the conversations. Club football had been on the side, but there was always going to be a time when we're going to return to club football. The tournament, CHAN, is of course for domestic footballers. Those are the best players who play in the domestic football leagues representing their nation. So we had to return to domestic football at some point. And this is one of the ways that the fans, of course, are being eased back into club football, I should say. So after the Uganda Cranes conversations, Mandela National Stadium has been the venues. Now the local football club venues will be where fans will be piling up for the next couple of months as we continue to express and get to watch the sport that we love. And I'll say that the fans here, and for the Federation of Football Association, the draw was held, and the teams playing, I think, are actually good teams to help the good teams, but also good fixtures to help the fans ease back to, supporting the clubs that they love and coming back and getting used to club football. So Sports Club Villa versus KCCA Kampala derby and MTN Stadium. I was quite curious. I didn't know how it would turn up. This is a game. This is a fixture that usually leaves Lugogo, where the stadium is situated, in quite a frenzy. A lot of movement here and there causing traffic at some points, and you can see very many flags. So I was quite curious to see whether that would be the same case. It was calmer, but once I stepped in the stadium, it still had plenty of fans. Not the usual fans during the league season, but fans still turned up for this tournament. Sports Club Villa and KCCA do have a number of fans that support them, and so they still turned up here. And KCCA, unfortunately at home, losing to Sports Club Villa by 2-0. Sports Club Villa fans were quite excited, singing songs and taking a jibe at the KCCA Football Club fans. KCCA Football Club fans were a bit disappointed, as always. This is a pre-season tournament, but you want to win your games. KCCA, that has not had the trophies since 2019, as I said, will be hoping this is their season. Now, we got to see the 2 new gaffers. KCCA and Sports Club Villa have 2 new coaches. For Sports Club Villa, their affair with Serbians continues, and so they were able to get the signature of another Serbian coach, Kovacevic Zelsko, if I pronounce that correctly, during the off-season. While for KCCA Football Club, they went with one of the most exciting young coaches in Uganda football at the moment, Brian Senyendo, who also is head coach of the Uganda Cubs, the under-17 boys national team that is set to feature at the FIFA Under-17 World Cup in Qatar in November. So they were able to get his signature. So we were able to have a first glimpse competitively at the 2 new technical teams. we have Kovacevic, who is expected to perhaps continue with the narrative that Serbians achieve success and make success with Sports Club Villa, and something new with Brian Senyondo, who coached Kitara, was able to achieve a bit of success with Kitara and with what we're seeing with the youth national teams. And so there's new optimism that perhaps he could be the person to help bring success back to the club. On this day, Kovacevic has shown that he's been doing quite the work with Sports Club Villa, doing quite well, and for KCCA Football Club, a few missing pieces here and there, but no doubt that still time to assess just the progress that Brian Senyondo has been able to do during the off-season and how he will fare on during the course of the season. But it was a good game, and Sports Club Villa fans are happy, they're excited. They'll no doubt now be excited running the narrative that this could be their season. We'll wait and see. But for KCCA, plenty to talk about. Now, they do have a second leg in this tournament. We have the 8 teams going up against each other. So they have the fixtures, they play the teams that have been drawn against twice. Then thereafter, the winners go to the semi-finals, which will be a one-leg basis, and then the final, which will determine the winner. And then the teams that were knocked out at this stage will play classification games. KCCA at this stage last year were knocked out quite early on, so we're hoping for something different. So the second leg is up on the cards. But before that, we go to witness here as well. URA Football Club take on Kitara. URA, plenty of new signings. Alexis Savire, who has won the league before, but now with the tax collectors, last season was able to help them into a top 8 finish, in fact top 4 finish, and has been able to make some good signings, key signings for the club, and some of them were on display here, and they were able to get a 2-1 victory against Kitara, who also have done a lot of reshuffling over the course of the off-season. Plenty of players leaving, new players coming in. They were able to showcase what they can do, but they lost out on that one, 2-1, but in a game that could have gone either way. And in fact, on the day, people would have thought that they could have actually been able to get as well a draw, but URA were able to get a goal at when the game was coming to a conclusion. So these are the two fixtures. Two fixtures are going to be coming up tomorrow as well, to see the other 4 teams participating in FUFA Super 8 this edition. We'll get to see URA we'll see Express take on NEC Football Club, and then also we'll get to see Maroons Football Club that will be in action against Bull Football Club, who are the defending champions, the reigning champions of this pre-season tournament. They won the past 2, so they'll be looking perhaps to see if they can get 3 in a row. We'll have to wait and see how that unfolds. But club football is returning. Fans are excited about it. There's a new Uganda Premier League format, top flight format, that has been put out there by the Uganda Premier League board as well as FUFA. A lot of contentions here and there, but discussions have been had. There's going to be a new Uganda Premier League format, different from the convention that we've always had, and so fans have been trying to come down to comprehend it. I'll get to discuss that new Uganda Premier League format at a later date, but this helps the fans as well because they've been trying to understand a little bit more about it, but they're coming back to support their fans and get ready for something new, a new season, a new format, a new era of top flight football, and their clubs will need their backing, and they, the fans, because this product is for them. You know, it's important for them to get here, still have the passion for their clubs, and see how they'll be supporting them through this new competitive format. But interesting, and I'll be looking forward to see how this tournament will wind up. Come down to National Football MTN Omondi Stadium, get to watch the games. These are double-header games. You pay an affordable fee, watch 2 games, and enjoy Ugandan club football. And I do believe it's taking a significant different step. Right then, I'll continue bringing you all the updates right here on my show. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe, tell a friend about it, and let's get support Ugandan club football.